Okay, we made our run out to get some welding supplies. I'm getting a tripod. All of this is the rear suspension stuff that we're going to put in the El Camino. And so Mauricio, I got some flux core wire, and we got some tips. I don't know where those tips are for the flux core. So Mauricio had this this rack right here. It's got a, I think that's a Ford tranny. Anyway, he picked this up. Look at these wheels right here. I mean, these are awesome. So I found a place over in El Monte to buy some scrap metal from. So right here we got a really good deal. So anyway, we got this post right here, this pipe, and those two plates, and we're going to weld those together so we can put the grinder, so we can grind our tungsten tips for the TIG welder. And then we also picked up this I don't even know what size this is, so we're hoping it's going to fit on this table here, so we'll see if that actually fits. So and Mauricio likes to serve up carbonated urine. So what we're going to do is see if this plate's going to fit on here, because we just kind of randomly, that plate was just leaning up, and the guy seemed kind of happy to get it out of the way. So this is what we're going to do here. I'm going to put this in here. Because I'm using a cell phone adapter.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so this is what we're interested in seeing. Let's see if this fits, son.
Yow!
Oh man, I'll tell you what, today's our day. Check this out. Look at that. That's a perfect fit. And we were just out, picked this piece up randomly. So I'm gonna call this serendipity for sure. So now we got a really bitchin' welding table, and you have a couple clamps. Why don't you put that vise over there on here? We picked up a couple vices, so we're gonna none that we'd have to go through purgatory for, but
no, this one goes.
so we're gonna be mounting. That's an awesome. Look at this. We're going to be mounting that. This is a wood clamp, but it's always nice to have a clamp. And then we got another vise that we can put over in the other corner here. And we got a cart for the welder. So you know, I didn't want to make this real long here, so this is almost 5 minutes. I'll be back. Well, we're back. It's like 1:30. So all we've done is run around like run around Sue. So we had to go get a shade. We're working on that right now, primarily because I'm a crybaby.
Si,
And-
senor.
Huh?
Si, senor.
Oh, I guess in Espanol it's Niña Yerón. So, but I'm a big one and an old one at that. So, and I just want you to be aware of the safety shoes that we use around here. It's been like that for 50 years. So I was training my son on the merits of safety, and he kind of decided I wasn't the guy to be learning that from. But he picked up those bad habits. I'm going to put this on time delay and see how that works out when we put up the shade. So we just found out that we're going to be able to do a video on a lady that Mauricio works with. She's an older lady, about 65, but she works on her own cars, paints them, and does all that kind of stuff. So we're going to probably do a video on her cars. So that's good news. And it's kind of funny, Mauricio City, that El Camino there, he says when he drives it, he feels like a lowrider. That's, I can't believe that. I've got 27-inch tires all the way around, and it sits about 6 feet off the ground, and he thinks it's a lowrider. Oh well, it must be the lines. So I'm going to go to time delay. Okay, so we got our shelter, our shade shelter built, and what we're doing right now is we went to HF and got a cart for the welder, and then we're going to put that together. So we're really happy with our welding table. So I got an oil leak on the El Camino. The looks like the lines coming out of the transmission are probably crystallized, because the guy I got it from just had rubber hoses coming out of the tranny. So I've got some tubing that will go back into the transmission the way it's supposed to. And you know, I don't know if you noticed, but there isn't a tree in sight around here. It's not like up there where I'm at. But having shade right here like this, it's a awesome difference. Let's see. Hey, look at this for our cart. We got I guess so. This is gonna hopefully this is gonna be a pretty nice cart. So I'm gonna get the bottle and stuff. Is that a Ford Tranny?
Yes.
Is that out of the Bronco?
It's for the Bronco, but it's a late model Ford.
Oh, okay.
Like 80s.
So is that like
90s.
got an overdrive?
Yes.
Oh, sweet. We're going all overdrive on everything here. driving down at 60 miles an hour and 4,000 RPM just isn't cutting it. Well, actually, I got 373s in the truck in the El Camino. So at 3,000 RPM, I'm doing about 65. But since we're not going to work on these once we're done with them, we got to go with taller gears so it stays right around 2,000 RPM when we're driving on the freeway. Oh, uh-oh, we're in trouble. He has to go to the directions. Well, we'll see when it's assembled. Okay, so it looks like my battery's low, so this is going to be lucky for whoever's watching this. We got this vise that was all frozen up and everything, and we got that loosened up. This is a metal vise, and right now we're hooking up the, as you can see, we already got the hole in. We're going to hook up this wood vise, and then I'm going to, because we don't have the welder yet, I'm going to use the gas torch to kind of nail these corners so this top won't come off. And what did we pay for the torch?
What, 200 bucks?
Oh, $200, and then I think we paid another 50 for the two vices. And I think we're doing pretty good. We got this plate, so we'll have our rolling welding table. I'm all excited about this. This is great. And it's so neat that this just fit exactly right here. So I'm going to be sparking up the torch here in a little bit after I drill some holes. So that's where we're at right now. We're not quite done with the TIG, and when we get that done, then we'll be in pretty good shape. So that's it for now. Okay, this is the very first time Mauricio has ever held a torch in his hand. You don't have to heat that big of an area. You're just going to stick right here. Get that a little bit red. Hang on, hang on. You hold it back. See how that's getting red? Now go down here and heat that up. Okay, now you work up here. Now you can start doing that, feed the rod in.
Do I drag it or push it?
No, you'll start over, you'll start over here and then fill it in that way. So just keep heating it up along there generally. And we're going to make it about that long. To get this bottom red till it turns orange. Now go back up here. Get that tip right there. Okay, now feed the rod in there. Just stay at one spot and work. Get it started. Get that tip in there. You gotta hold the tip there. Go up on the top. Now feed that rod in there. Yeah, fill that in. Now keep moving along to your left. There you go. The puddle's moving. Keep that puddle moving. Keep going. Keep going. Don't linger. Get the top up there. Go up high. Fill that in. Okay, let's end it there. Turn off your gas. That looks a lot better than the old man. Okay, now you're ready to do this.
Uncle, you want my soda?
That's your very first weld. Aren't you happy? Now, this is the least problematic than anything else.
Well, wait, I'm not done.
That's hot. Stay away.
Don't touch it. It's hot.
I know touch it.
Okay.
I know do it again. I know do it again.
So you just barely turned that. Was that, you didn't even strike it. That was still running. Open it up. Oh. Strike it.
Do I strike it with one first or both?
No, with one usually. You just start off with a real low acetylene. Then you walk the oxygen in. Turn the oxygen off.
Gas,
Yeah,
oxygen is
is
off.
green, and the red one is on the left.
So I got the red one off.
That's a little bit high. Yeah, right there. Now bring the oxygen, not too hard, just bring the oxygen in real easy. There you go. Now increase your acetylene. Increase it. Keep going, keep going. Now bring the oxygen in. See, if you run that, you get that black soot all over.
What's the black soot?
That's the acetylene. Here, let's get this a little bit more. Now bring the oxygen in. Get that tip the way I told you. I have a big tip on there because this is real heavy. Bring the oxygen in. Keep going. Keep going. No, you're going the wrong way. In. Yeah, keep coming. Keep going. Keep going. More. Right there. Just a little bit fuel rich. See that feather on the end of the tip? That'll keep the oxidation down, and then this one's overhanging because this is narrower here. So just heat this and then heat below it. Put your goggles on. See, this isn't an arc, so you don't have the same kind of light. This is only, you know, a couple thousand degrees. See, this is taking longer because we don't have as much acetylene. Put a little more acetylene in. A little more. You can kind of tell by the sound. Now more. Keep bringing the oxygen in. The other way. A little more. More. No, bring it in. There, right there. Just kind of get that orange and then go below and heat that up. And then you'll start right there on the edge. You know, heat the bottom part. So when you want to start welding, you got to get that tip in there. That's why I add more fuel. Hang on. Let me adjust this. Right there now. Get it. And get that tip in there because that's the hottest point. Right there, yeah. Looking good, looking good. Now heat below it, get below it, get that off. When it's ready, just starts to, you got to start in the corner and work over. Yeah, there you go. Get below, you got to get that bottom part. You're moving too fast. Throw that in to the right. To the right. Out to the corner. Keep going. Get that tip in there. You're getting the tip too far away. Go back out to the outer corner. Yeah, way out there to the edge. Get that puddle going. Go down below. Yeah, right there. Keep that tip in there. If you let it linger too long at a pop, and then you're really screwed. Fuse it to the top. Get that top up there. Get that puddle.
This one's harder.
Yeah, because it's not let's stop right there. That looks good. It's not going to move. So this is the table that Mauricio and I built today. We rebuilt this vise from the same people we got the torch from. So you can see here we got we picked this slab of steel up at a used iron supply place over in El Monte, and so this is what the old man did, which looks pretty crappy, but I'm a grinder guy. Anyway, this is the technique that you use to do this, totally similar to TIG. The only difference is you're using an arc as opposed to gas. So we have a this 1950s vise. It was all rusty and everything, and then a friend of Mauricio's at work gave him this wood vise.
No, touch. It's hot. Go get water.
Go get some water, Awa. So this we got this all ready, so now we can start assembling our work on the El Camino.